Hello everyone, it is Mike here, and we have a three-way anime fight tonight. Yeah, 3 teams of 10, and it's going to be Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and One Piece. So I did some searching, and I'll tell you what, I think with One Piece we may have enough for 30. But I know probably not a lot of people watch that. I know that it has a big fan base, but I mean a lot of you all. But yeah, we're going to have 3 sets of 10. We got DBZ, we got Naruto, and we got One Piece. So they're all going to be facing off in this. So this is kind of a new idea. I kind of brought this up before. And it looks like we're kicking things off with Piccolo and... Not Piccolo, goodness. Krillin and Cell. Now, Cell, his head is very low. I noticed that. Of course, he doesn't have his horns or whatever those things are. So that was a little bit awkward. I still love the 19 version. Nothing can beat it. But this is the best that we can do, okay? And it's hard. It's a very hard one to make. So I hats off to the person that put in the time and the effort to make Cell on here. Because the only one that I've seen better is 19. 19 has the best version I've ever seen. But, yeah, it's supposed to be 10 of each. And number 3, and I'm going to butcher some names here. I'm probably not going to even call some of these. This guy's from Naruto, though. And I'm telling you, I was looking at some of those Naruto character designs, and I have to say, I'm pretty impressed. I might give the show a look. I really read up on some of these characters, and it was like, wow, this is really interesting. Now, One Piece is just, it's too long. If it had as many episodes as Naruto, I would consider it as awesome. But One Piece is way too long. And I'm going to be able to tell the difference because a lot of people from One Piece look outrageous, which I thought was cool, including this guy. Kind of reminds me of when Michael Jackson wore the white, except for he has long hair. So I actually know the difference between the teams. But a lot of the One Piece characters, they're going to look like they're pirates or gangsters or stuff like that. The Narutos mainly all look like fighting ninjas and kind of something like that. I don't know anything about either show. I have watched, of course, DBZ. But the other shows, I do know about Rock Lee, though. I have heard of him. He is one of the biggest characters on that show. And he's always on here every year. And the guy from One Piece. So One Piece loses 1. And we got Cell and Krillin. I'm not a Krillin fan at all. Not a Krillin fan at all. He is not one of my favorites. And just to remind you all, 2K here lately has had an evil barber that has caused the hair glitch. So if you see anyone bald, of course Krillin's already bald, but if you see anyone bald, that's the reason why. And this guy is from Naruto. I'm not going to even try some of these names. I'm going to just rely off of DBZ and a couple names that I know for sure are correct. But I'll tell you what team they're a part of. Because we have 3 teams of 10, and I know the difference between all of them. And I need to do more of this. We need to do multiple teams in one. So that would be more interesting. And number 7 is Zoro. We'll just call him Zoro. He's from One Piece. He's a big character. He's one of, like, I looked up characters, and he was, like, one of the first ones I found. So I got a list of characters, and I kind of looked at them some and saw if they were villains or not. Some of them are top villains, and some of them are side villains. So One Piece, I really love the imagination. I really love the creativity of that show. I just have never seen any episode. I think the characters look really cool. But Naruto really blew me away when I did some research. And I believe this guy, I think he's from Naruto. Yes, I believe he is. Some of them look kind of similar, but you can, for the most part, tell One Piece because a lot of them look like pirates. because I think that's what the show has a lot of. But you all can educate me on this better and let me know. I'm not going to try to pronounce some of these names because I just butcher them. And the way I'm sitting, I can't see the names all the time. And number 9 is Piccolo. That is someone I am familiar with. So we got a lot of DBZ starting off. Krillin with a nice elimination there. I believe that's a loss for Team Naruto. I'm not going to keep track of score, but at the end we'll see where we stand. And I know all you anime lovers love this. Everybody else, you know, probably knows a couple of these people. But some of you all probably, I mean, a lot of people know DBZ, whether they're anime fans or not. A lot of times they know Dragon Ball Z pretty well. And Rock Lee is done. And that's going to be a loss for Team Naruto. And Piccolo, oh man, good counter there by Zoro. And Cell, that's going to be a loss for Team One Piece. And number 10, looks like it's my boy Vegeta. A lot of DBZ coming in early. I don't like that. Because look, we have Krillin, we got Cell, we got Vegeta. Who did we start off with? It was Krillin and Cell. Okay, so they're both still in. And I don't think any of DBZ, Piccolo did. So we started off with 5. Wow. And I hope I got the count right, because we have 3 sets of 10 here. And number 11 is Trunks. So another one. Oh my goodness, that's about 6 now. That is not a good start for that team. And maybe they can even it out at the end. But yeah, I like Trunks pretty cool. He's a pretty cool character. Vegeta's son comes from the future to warn everyone about, I believe, Cell. If I don't recall. It's been a while since I've seen the show. And I like Trunks and his sword. I'm not a big Gohan fan. And Gohan got snubbed here. Because, well, actually he did. Because technically, I think this is Gohan in a disguise. So actually he didn't get snubbed, and that's another one. So 7 DBZs. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think of who all else is left. That is not a good start, and I didn't want to see this. I wanted to see, the different types fight one another. And right now there's only one guy part of another team. And that's that mummy-looking guy from Naruto. And 13 is Goku. Wow, just a lot already in. So I just did a recount, and I think, looking at it, because Piccolo was in here, and I don't think they've been eliminated besides Piccolo. So we actually have 7. It's not 8, it's 7. But 7 out of 13? I hate that. And we'll see who comes in next. And it is Naruto. And this guy's supposed to be a big bad. That's what I've heard. I did some research on him, and he's supposed to be pretty evil, of what I'm hearing. There's some really shady-looking guys on that show. Some really shady people. I think we could have enough, maybe for a 30 on DBZ and for 30 on One Piece. I don't think we could get 30 on the other. I think we could come close. Maybe at least 2/3 of the way, but Because obviously we can't have the female and the male. If we could do that, we could probably get all three of them easily. But if you all want to see that, that's up to you all. I don't know how many of you all like One Piece. I've never heard anybody talk about it. But I know it has a fan base. It's just... Look at, and apparently that's Gohan's disguise. He uses like some kind of disguise to keep his identity secured. I don't know the whole story there. I don't remember that. I don't know if I got that far with the series. And we got Goldie Roger, which is supposed to, there's a big theory going around, and I know a little bit about One Piece, but there's like this big theory going around that Monkey and Goldie are going to take on the world government or something, and then they're going to have a finale between those two. I don't know how all that works. There's like 1,000 episodes. So I think that's a cool idea, though. I love when, the villain and the good guy work together. And Cell is done. Yeah, I love it when heroes and villains have to team up because they have a common enemy. I love when that happens in shows or anime or whatever it is. And Trunks. And young Gohan, or adult Gohan. Trunks is trying to hang on here. There's been a lot of DBZ here. A lot of DBZ. And Buggy the Clown. This character looks awesome. I love the design here. And it's a One Piece villain. And of course he's a clown and he's like a pirate. I really love the creativity and the goofiness. And oh my goodness, Krillin is embarrassing everyone. And Krillin, I'll tell you what, Krillin is not one of my favorites. So I don't like Goku either. It's so weird that I love that show, but I don't like those two. And when, I remember when Frieza sent Krillin up in a ball of smoke. That was one of my favorite moments. And now we got Monkey. Monkey's here, so One Piece. Trunks and Goldie Roger also battling. I figured Goldie was like a big villain, or at least a big character, before doing some research on it. I figured he played a big role because he's always on here. So usually when you're always on here, you're a major player or you're a fan favorite. Or I love that clown though. That is amazing. And number 18, Jimba, One Piece. He's a big boy. He's a big old boy. And there goes the Saiyan Man. I think that's what they call him. I need to go back and watch some anime. I really do. Because it's really good if you can devote the time. You have to. It's not like watching these, 10 episode shows. You got to really devote some time in some of these shows. And I would love to try Naruto, and I would love to finish DBZ, because I think I made it to around the Cell Saga, and I kind of got busy, and then I never got back. But I know the first season of DBZ was pretty painful in a certain section. The Frieza Saga is my favorite, but there's a certain section in that show where he's meeting that master, and I forget what his name is. He's like blue or something. It's not coming to me. He's going there to train with him, and he's so goofy. He's such a goofy character. I just don't like Goku. I don't like his storylines. One of my favorite probably is when we found out Vegeta's hatred towards Frieza and the whole Ginyu Force and all that. I love all that stuff. And 19 is Naruto. And Krillin is done. So finally, man, he made it almost 2/3. Almost made it 2/3 of the way. And Naruto is finished. And Goldie Roger takes care of him. And we got this guy right here. He's from Naruto also. And he looks like he's bald. He's not supposed to be. Great. So the barber strikes again. And I'm surprised we got this far without any hair problems. But that evil barber, man, I'm telling you. It's so embarrassing, especially if you love this guy. I don't know a lot about this character, but if you love this character, it's just, oh man, it's got to be crushing. And Goldie Roger, oh my goodness, Monkey got him, so that's amazing. And 21 is Sanji. I'm going to go with that name. And hopefully that was correct pronunciation. Probably not. And, we haven't seen a lot of DBZ because they've already had 7 in. And look at Vegeta's power. Just throwing that blue big boy out. And, yeah, he's kind of weird looking. That guy is. Kind of weird character. And Trunks is now going after his dad. So, oh, man, and his dad. Oh, come on. His dad's my favorite. And Monkey's done also. Wow. And 22. This guy's supposed to be a major villain on One Piece, and a lot of people, he's in a lot of lists, and he's like, a lot of people put him at 1 or 2. I don't know how great he is. He looks very sinister and very they say that he's like a sociopath and he just wants destruction. Sounds like my kind of villain. But usually a psychopath would want total destruction. So that's the difference between the socio and the psycho. The socio cares about himself and nobody else. And the psycho doesn't even care about himself. So that's the difference between those two. How do I know this? And we got another one from Naruto. And 24. I really like this character. It's something kid, but I really like this character. The metal arm is all... Anyone with a metal arm is cool. That's just a given. But he's such a... and he definitely looks like a bad guy. But another one from One Piece. And that guy with the blonde hair also is, too, in the suit. It's laying down beneath the rope. He's also from there also. And we'll see who's coming in next. And this is one of my favorites. I don't know anything about this guy, but I can already tell you his design, he would be my favorite. And when it comes to anime, I always like... I never like the main character. I like always the guy that hangs out with the main character. And he's really cool. I mean, he's got that thing over his eye, and I always like stuff like that. In Yu-Gi-Oh, I love Kaiba. He's my favorite. And I always like the person that's kind of morally conflicted. Those are my favorite kind of characters. And we got Majin Buu at 26, finally. And wow, if you think about it, we still have 2 more from DBZ, right? Because this would be number 8. So that means they're going to be in the finals. So they went so far without having any. So it actually played off really well for their team. And Majin Buu, this is the big version. I think this is the weakest version. Which I think the Kid Buu is the strongest. There's 3 different sets, though, if I don't recall. And 27. Shenka. One Piece. Seems to be one of the big characters. One of the first names to come up. And like I said, I don't know a lot about about One Piece. I just know that there's Monkey and Goldie Roger, and there's some kind of world government that's a villain in the show. That's all I know. I would love to watch it, but it's just too many episodes, and I don't know if I should try and there goes Baldy, the guy that wasn't supposed to be bald. And Android 16 is 28, and he's going to be a powerhouse. Wow, so DBZ got some big guys in the finals. Some big guys on that team. So we're getting closer to the end. They're going to have one more a part of that team, and then there's going to probably be one of the other teams. I don't know which one. I felt like we've had a lot of One Piece. So it's probably going to be Naruto and DBZ. And 29 is Toby. He goes by a different name, I think. I don't know why they called him that. He goes by a different name. That might be a nickname or something. And it looks like we lost the kid guy. I really like that character. I love his design. And I hope you guys aren't lost with this, because some of you all probably have no idea who these people are. And I only know about 15 out of 30. So I know all the DBZ. I don't know every aspect about them, but I know a good bit. I had to put in Android 16. I could have put in 17, but I like the 16 design really well, and he's my favorite of the androids. I like Android 18 also. I think 17 is probably my least favorite of the 3. I think he's the meanest one. Or there's other androids also. There's all kinds of androids. There's a couple that come before them, I believe. I need to really watch this again and give it a go. Because I would love to invest some time in some DBZ. I probably would have to get Funimation, unless it's on Hulu. And 30 is Frieza, one of my favorite villains, and this is not his final form. I actually like this form, even though he's not his strongest, I don't think. He's had many forms. And he comes back in Resurrection of F, which I would love to watch those movies, but I haven't seen the shows all the way through, so I feel like I need to see the show. So DBZ made a comeback here with a horrible start. And they have 3 in the finals because they got lucky in the end. And we're about to lose another one for Naruto. Frieza at, 30. Oh, man. I wonder who's going to take this. I mean, we still got that guy in the suit from One Piece. So we got the one guy from Naruto that I like. And this one guy below the rope, he's from Naruto. And then this Shanks, he's from One Piece. So it's 2, 2, and 3. That's what the score looks like right now. 2, 2, and 3. Which means 7, and that's what I'm seeing below. 7. So we'll have to see. I mean, DBZ's got the biggest guys in here. Now, this Shanks guy's pretty big. But he might be done here. Oh my goodness, he's done. So he's finished. So One Piece has only got the guy in the suit left. I love how I'm describing these people. The guy in the suit. That's what we'll call him. Yeah, there seems to be it's a lot of gangsters and pirates, and the Naruto, they seem to have the same clothing. A lot of them do. It's like some kind of, I don't know if it's a ninja thing, or I'm going to have to give it a go. I really am. And it's got about 200 episodes. So, it's going to be a lot. There's so much stuff I have to do. Between work and this and other stuff, that's why anime's so hard for me. It's harder than anything. Because I can watch, a show every week, 1 episode. No big deal. And I think Naruto is finished. Wow. So DBZ's going to probably win this thing. One Piece has 1 guy left. Look at the competition. But look here, Frieza takes care of Boo. Big Boo. And so we are now down to 3. It's going to be one of these 3 that takes it. And look, a nice spear there by the android. Oh, man, and DBZ wins. So what a comeback. They started out with 7 out of 13. Oh, my goodness. 7 out of 13. And Android might take it here. He's got the strength to do so. Frieza's number 30, though. Oh, man, what a comeback. And, it kind of went in their way. It started off really rough. 7 out of 13, I believe. And then 3 in the final 5. I was like, oh, man. That went from bad luck to great luck. Just like that. And we are down to these final 2. And it's going to be one of them. Oh, wow. Missed by both there. And 16 has finished the job. And, you know, when I put him in this, I was like, there's a good chance he's going to win. As soon as I put him in this. Because he's been good in other stuff. We've seen him win before, I believe. Or at least come close to winning. And he's not going to WrestleMania, though. He's yelling. You can shout all you want. He's not pointing at the sign. He's just putting his hands up. But he's not going to Mania. But I hope you all enjoyed it. Some of you all may have no clue who these people are. Or at least know at least only half of them. But if you are an anime fan, boy, were you in for a treat tonight. And I know I have a couple. I have a couple that love anime. But some of you all don't. But I hope you enjoyed it anyway. I thought there was some really cool designs. Naruto and One Piece really had some cool ones. And of course, DBZ's more mainstream. I think they're all mainstream at this point. But I hope you all enjoyed it. And I will see you all later. Thank you all for dropping by. And we might do some more of these later on. But until then, I'll see you later.